Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Winter Garden, Florida. And the reason why we are in Winter Garden right now is because unfortunately I am heading back to Pennsylvania. I have a very long drive ahead of me that I only started. I've been on the road for maybe all of like 15 minutes, but I drove past something that I actually knew existed, something that I knew about because it was posted about on many different social media accounts that are all about roadside attractions and roadside oddities and interesting roadside things. And I knew this existed, and I knew unfortunately it had closed down, but I wanted to show this to you guys. I wanted to document this. I wanted to take a look at this because I don't know how much longer this structure is actually going to be here. And I was thinking, well, next time I come down to Florida, I will maybe document it then. But I thought, again, no, I don't know if this building will actually be here. It could be occupied by somebody else. It could have been completely torn down. Who knows? When it comes to Florida, things get torn down, things get reoccupied very quickly. So wanted to pull over and document this and show this to you guys. We are here at Maryland Fried Chicken. Look at that amazing sign there. Complete dinner to go. Unfortunately, the sign that used to be above the building has either been torn down, or I think maybe it's actually broken. Looks like pieces of it are still up there, but look at this amazing sign right here. And this is why a lot of roadside attractions, a lot of roadside oddity websites talked about this, a lot of signage websites talked about this, because this is one of the coolest neon signs ever. Those are neon chickens. They actually used to light up. This sign alone makes checking this place out completely worth it. And I wish they were still open because I'm quite hungry. I can actually go for some fried chicken right now. But again, just wanted to document this place, take a look at this place, because sadly it no longer exists. This establishment was actually here for 57 years. They opened up in 1966, serving fried chicken to the good people of Winter Garden. But unfortunately, on April 1st, 2023, they did shut their doors for the last time. They were actually victims of the pandemic. And I know some people might be thinking, but it's Florida. Did Florida ever really shut down for the pandemic? And the answer is yes, there were lockdowns, there were shutdowns here in Florida as well. And there were victims of the pandemic as far as businesses are concerned. Lots of businesses here, just like all over the United States, never really recovered from the pandemic. They never really got their footing back, and sadly, they did end up having to shut their doors only a couple of years later. It is a shame to think about this place being here for 57 years, again, serving the public, serving delicious fried chicken with their amazing sign, and then having to shut down all due to the pandemic. I have very mixed feelings when it comes to the shutdowns. I understand why it was done. I definitely agree with people's safety, keeping people alive, keeping people from getting sick. I don't want to see anybody get any kind of disease or die from anything, but at the same time, it's a shame that little businesses like this were really hurt by the pandemic and just never really recovered from the lockdowns and whatnot. It is definitely a shame. So I have very mixed feelings, like I said, when it does come to the lockdowns and to how the pandemic was treated. Hopefully we'll never see anything like that ever again, but still, this place is it is awesome. It does still stand here. You can come out here. You can actually take a look at the amazing sign and the amazing building, even if it's not open anymore. Sadly, we can no longer get fried chicken, at least for right now. We can just take in what used to be here, remember the amazingness that was this place, or at least what I've been told the amazingness that was this place was, because I've been told that the fried chicken here was pretty darn good. And man, I wish I could get some right now. There's actually a sign on the door that says the Winter Garden Building Department, stop work order. All work suspended until further notice. 5/30/23. So work being done without a permit, including but not limited to the demo. So maybe, I don't know if maybe somebody is trying to move in here or was trying to move in here, or maybe this is the demo that the people who own this building were doing. Maybe they didn't have the right permits to tear the place down, or I have no idea. All I do know is that work on this place was shut down on 5/30/2023. And Central Florida photos. Look at that. That is interesting. Looks like they actually got into using Grubhub here for a little bit, and Uber Eats. So you could actually get your fried chicken delivered to you, which would have been interesting. I have never done Grubhub or Uber Eats or any of that stuff. I don't really understand why anybody would want to do that. Wouldn't your food be cold by the time it got to you? Am I wrong about that? I would assume that if you're ordering this, you don't live right down the street. You maybe live like a little bit of a ways away. And by the time they the people showed up, got the food, brought it back to you, wouldn't it like not be fresh and delicious and piping hot? Or am I crazy? Maybe I just like my food delicious and piping hot. Maybe not everybody does. I don't know. Anyway, never used these guys, but looks like they were using them. You could actually get Uber Eats and Grubhub here to get your fried chicken. But I do wonder about this. See, this is why I wanted to document this place, because maybe somebody's out here doing work on this place. Maybe the next time I drive past here, like a month or so from now, when I come back down here, this establishment, this building might not be here, or it might be used as something else. And this, again, this amazing signage could possibly be gone. I really do love the old school 1960s feel this place has. I just love when an establishment doesn't really do a whole lot of updating. They keep that old school aesthetic. I love it. I don't know if this building actually dates back to 1966, or perhaps it maybe dates back further than that. I have no idea, but regardless, I mean, it looks very 1960s. I love the awesome like striping here on the pole, the candy cane stripes. That's amazing. You can even see the old paint coming through. Look at that. So I guess at one point this wasn't actually like a black top, it was painted green. You can see it coming through there. That's pretty amazing. And I love the architecture. Look at that really awesome sort of pyramid type architecture that the front has. I do wish the original sign was still there. Like I said, it looks like it's been maybe broken. Perhaps we actually had a hurricane come through here not too long ago. This whole area was not really hit by the hurricane like directly, but it was hit by some pretty high winds. I should know. I was foolish enough to drive through that hurricane. That was not a fun time, but maybe the sign got hit by the hurricane. I'm not entirely sure, but I love the old school look of this building. I mean, it feels like you're honestly in 1966 right now just looking at this. It is amazing looking. Like I said, I love when an establishment doesn't do any really updating. They don't modernize their building. They don't take this and give it a new facade and whatnot and make it look like it should look in the year 2023. Now they keep the old school aesthetics, and they keep it what it is and what it should be. So I kind of just want to walk around the building now and see what the rest of the structure looks like, because again, I'm loving the whole aesthetics of it. Look at these old men's, or I should say gentlemen and ladies bathrooms. I wonder if these open up. If you guys have been watching my videos for some time now, you know that sometimes the bathrooms are still accessible, and these are, nope, they are not. They are completely locked. I'm digging the weird bars on them. That is interesting. So back in the day, I mean, that's how it was done with most restaurants and whatnot. Even some of the restaurants I go to today that have been not necessarily updated or modernized, even those restaurants still have remains of things like this. The restrooms that were actually outside, they were built into the building, but you could only access them from the outside. So that's interesting to see. And I guess they had a drive-through. Look at this. No delivery trucks beyond this point. Drive-through. This is pretty cool. So you can actually get your chicken to go. You can just bring your car through here, order your fried chicken. That is pretty awesome. And here's the drive-through right here. Order for delivery with Grubhub. Much of our food is cooked to order. Please call in your order so that we may serve you better. Unfortunately, no longer. But here's the old call box. Look at that. So we put some stickers on here, some more candy cane striping going down there. This is awesome. I really wish I could have visited this establishment. I mean, I could have. I just didn't know they existed until, unfortunately, they had already gone out of business. But I would have loved to have come out here and got myself some fried chicken. I'm a big fan of fried chicken, and like I said, I've heard this place had pretty amazing food. We can actually see, we can see inside. Look at that. So yeah, they've definitely been doing some demo work in there. You can see there's all kinds of bins and whatnot, all kinds of rubbish bins. And I don't think you can see in there, but you can actually see the bathroom. So yeah, they started to take down walls. There's a toilet in there. That's for the gentleman's bathroom. So yeah, they've been doing some demo work in here. Like I said, I don't know if somebody else has bought this building, if they plan to turn it into something else. Maybe a new fried chicken place is gonna open. I would love like a brand new Maryland fried chicken to come here, but I don't know. They've definitely been doing some kind of work in there. So like I said, I wanted to document this place because I don't know how much longer this establishment's gonna be here, or I don't know how much longer the building's gonna be here, or how much longer the amazing signage is gonna be here. And now that I'm looking through the window a little bit more, I'm kind of bummed that they're not still open, because look at this awesome, I don't know if you guys can see it, the Maryland Fried Chicken t-shirts, the MFC shirts for only $26. It says all profits from this shirt sale will go directly to the MFC staff. That is awesome. Shipping $8 direct to customer. Maybe I wonder if I can still order a shirt. Maybe there's possibly a way to still order a shirt. I have no idea, but that is awesome. I would love to rock one of those Maryland Fried Chicken shirts. That is so cool with the chicken, a little chicken. It's their logo. It's the sign on their amazing neon signage. That is so cool. I really want a shirt now. So at this point, you're probably wondering, why is this even called Maryland Fried Chicken when we are indeed here in Florida? And the reason behind that is actually quite interesting. This is a chain of restaurants. There are other Maryland Fried Chickens in and around the Orlando area, which I definitely want to visit at some point. So maybe at some point I can indeed get my Maryland Fried Chicken t-shirt. Really looking forward to that. But the story dates back all the way to 1959 when a man named Albert Constantine opened the first of these restaurants, these fried chicken restaurants. But they weren't called Maryland Fried Chicken back then. They were called Constantine's. But in a brilliant stroke of genius, only a couple of years after opening the first restaurant, Lockheed Martin moved a new plant down here. They built a whole new plant, moving a lot of their people from the Baltimore, Maryland plant to come work down here. So again, in a brilliant stroke of genius, Albert Constantine thought, aha, let's rename our fried chicken restaurant to Maryland Fried Chicken to appeal to those new transplants from the Baltimore, Maryland area working for Lockheed Martin. Let's appeal to them. Let's appeal to their taste buds, to their bellies, and let's call it Maryland Fried Chicken. And clearly, that was indeed a stroke of marketing genius because it did work. The name stuck. The fried chicken became very popular, and those who had moved from the Baltimore, Maryland area to come work down here for Lockheed Martin enjoyed having a little piece of home, if you will, here in Florida. Even though this chicken is not actually from Maryland at all, it is indeed a Florida idea. It still was a good way to, again, market to those new transplants from Maryland. And like I said, it did work. Marketing genius. They loved having a little piece of fake home, but still a little piece of home here in Orlando. And they loved having it in their bellies. All right, guys, so with that, I am going to let you go because, again, I do still have a very long drive back to Pennsylvania, but wanted to come out here, document this building, show this building off, because who knows for how much longer this is going to stand, or who knows for how much longer this is going to look the way it does, and who knows for how much longer this classic, iconic roadside neon sign is going to stand here. I can only imagine what this must have looked like back in the day when this was all lit up. Had to look fantastic. Again, since 1966, serving the Winter Garden area for 57 years. This sign is amazing, and I have a feeling that it might not be around for much longer, so I had to document it for you guys. But again, with that, I am gonna let you go, heading back to Pennsylvania. So if you've ever actually been out here to Maryland Fried Chicken, leave a comment down below. If you've ever actually visited this exact franchise, leave your comments down below. How delicious is the chicken? How soon should I get out to a Maryland Fried Chicken to try some of it? I'm thinking next trip, I gotta get out to one of their other establishments and try some of the supposed amazing fried chicken. But in the meantime, wanted to document this location that did close down on April 1st, 2023. So awesome. That sign is amazing. But all right, guys, again, with that, I am gonna let you go. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro Rest Stop t-shirts. Proceeds, both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon, do help us support the show, keep the show going, bringing us out to awesome and amazing places like Maryland Fried Chicken here in Winter Garden, Florida. This is awesome. This is so cool. So, all right, guys, if you watch this video all the way to the very end, hashtag I want my chicken. Hashtag I want my chicken. If you watch this video all the way to the very end, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button, or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.